Yay! All right. Hey, nice shirt. I would have gone with a different color.
This is embarrassing. All right.
Womp womp.
Psychedelic Experience record run 25.
Ooh.
Quarter century mark here,
yes,
baby.
Yes, indeed.
Good times. All right. Well, we went to a Brian Wilson concert last week.
We did.
It was awesome.
It was very.
I'm not
awesome.
showing any Beach Boys tonight.
Me neither.
No, totally worth it. If you notice that the Brian Wilson 50th anniversary of Pet Sounds tour is coming anywhere near you, go.
Yes, go and pay whatever they're asking.
Totally worth it.
Absolutely.
Great time.
Everything.
The Family Arena in St. Charles, Missouri. It was a wonderful show.
It was
one of the best times I've ever had at a concert.
We both shed a tear or two, multiple times I think, but so good. One of the top 3 concerts I've ever been to. Hands down. It was.
I think I would say the same thing, although I've been to fewer concerts than you.
Hey.
All right, I got 5 I'm showing tonight.
I've got 5 as well, sir.
All right, I'll kick things off.
Cool.
First couple of these came from our good friend and longtime benefactor, DJ Bo Grumpus.
Patron saint of the Psychedelic Experience.
Yes, indeed. Especially when things like Jeff Simmons' Lucille Has Messed My Mind Up come through in the mail. Whoa, big time. Oh man, this LP is really, really good, and everybody knows I've gotten into the Zappa over the last year. This one's on Straight Records, and it's really cool. Jeff Simmons, didn't take off like some of the other artists. You're not going to find this one in a Rolling Stone 500 Greatest or anything, but this is a great LP.
It's like bluesy, or is it?
It is bluesier, but it's kind of like lyrically, it's a little bit more out there, and it's got the psych elements. But Jeff Simmons, I believe he was like 19 or 20 when he recorded this one. Zappa's on a few tracks himself. Obviously produced the whole thing with it being on Straight Records, and Simmons is a virtuoso guitarist, man. So it's a little bit of a pony up, and Bo sent it to me out of the generosity of his heart. So I've got something on the way to Bo. Hopefully it in some way makes up for it in just the smallest iota of what I owe that man. So thank you, Bo.
I made a random trip up to Bloomington Normal.
Yeah, I wanted to go with you.
Yeah, it was kind of a, spur of the moment kind of thing. I had some free time, a little bit of free money, and so I ran up. This may have been 2 months ago now. It was a while back. Got some good stuff at Reverb and North Street Records, so gonna show those real quick here. First up, the turd of the bunch. This is Flaming Youth Arc 2, featuring a young Mr. Phil Collins on drums, percussions, and vocals. This is really proggy, a little bit pop psychish, but it sucks. This is really just not very good. There's a theme going on here of the planets, Space Child, In the Light of Love. So they're trying to be kind of hippy dippy, but it's prog, and it's not psych, but it's a little bit spacey, but they're not doing a good job of it. The drumming on it is pretty good. I gotta give Phil Collins his props. Drumming is pretty solid. There's a couple breaks on a few tracks that are like, okay, all right, it's decent, but it just does not come together well. It's really incoherent. It's just not good.
I want to know. Can you show me about these strangers like me? I want to know. Can you show me?
No woman can truly love a man who listens to Phil Collins.
Another one here from DJ Bo Grumpus. GTO's Permanent Damage. It's got the book inside of it and everything with all the lyrics. All the pages are there. Oh man.
Let me peruse that.
You can just have that there. I don't want to even set it down. Oh, another gatefold. I'll tell you what, man. The Straight Records, they did not skimp on the inserts and the gatefolds and everything. Oh gosh. LPs and great, the lovely ladies, Miss Sandra, the pregnant one, Miss Pamela, Miss Cinderella, Miss Christine.
Is this a Lou Bega song?
A little bit of Miss Mercy in my life. Oh man, this stuff is way cool and way out there. Another one for the Zappa aficionado. I know this one is even pricier than that Jeff Simmons, but it's a weird nugget, man. Check it out. Thanks again, Bo.
Here's an album that gets a reputation for being a turd of an album, but I think that's overblown. This is Lord Sutch and Heavy Friends. Lord Sutch, a 60s icon, 60s British icon, kind of notable for being sort of a shock entertainer before shock entertainment was a thing. This is kind of pre-Alice Cooper, pre-Kiss, kind of theatrical performance from Lord Sutch. This is 1969, 1970, I can't remember the exact year on this. Recruited some friends of his, which on the cover, Jimmy Page, John Bonham, Jeff Beck, Noel Redding, and Nicky Hopkins. They all play on various tracks on the album. The musicianship, of course, is really, really good on this. The vocals from Lord Sutch, not the greatest, but in context, it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to listen to. This is very blues rock, heavy blues rock kind of stuff. It's sort of nice to have for the kind of kitsch value of it, but it's going to be one I'm going to pull out every now and again to listen to a track or two. So it's not bad, not bad.
All right, this next one, this guy's a hoser. I don't know what else to say. $15 for a copy of J.D. Blackfoot.
Oh yeah.
The Ultimate Prophecy. This is not even, no enhancement here. That record is scratched up. It doesn't even play as well as it looks either. It is, I wanted this record. Mellow Yellow had it and he's like, I could probably get 30 for it online. I'll give it to you for 15. Done, right? Go home, put it on the turntable. He owes me a free spin clean on this bad boy right here.
I can do that for you.
Alright, I'm just going to hand it over. Obviously, J.D. Blackfoot, Ultimate Prophecy, Mellow Yellow spoken highly of it, and I did want a copy of it, but it needs a little love.
Yeah, I found this at a St. Louis record show for $6, and I told him, and he was like, "Oh man, that'd be great. I'll buy it off you." So I flipped it on him a little bit. I think I don't know if I've given you anything since.
No, you did.
Okay.
Forthcoming video, he made up for it, but that was
looks like there's like a residue on this or something, but
yeah, there's a residue on there.
We'll have to give that a good bath for you.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate that one.
The spin clean will be on the house. I won't charge you for that.
$15. Ridiculous.
This trip to Blo-No, man, it's kind of a mixed bag of stuff. This is the Motions, Electric Baby. I believe these were a Dutch group. The cover's kind of cool. There's a guy there smoking a cigarette on the front. I don't know, they just kind of look cool. The back, there's some weird contrast stuff going on with this dude's face.
He's got like scales or something.
Got like an Edward James Olmos face going on there. No, this is pretty decent. It's not great. It's kind of a mixed bag of stuff. There's some folk rock, there's some street rock, there's some psych stuff, there's some poppy stuff, so it kind of jumps around quite a bit. The psych stuff on it is really good. It's nice and fuzzed up. It's all really well done. It just doesn't come together in a cohesive album. But no, there's more here to like than there is to dislike. And I didn't mention previously, but all of these albums, like I think the Flaming Youth was like $10 or $11. Lord Sutch was like 6 or 7, and this was like 7 or 8. So not real expensive albums, but enjoyable. So
cool.
Yeah.
Maybe the karma gods were with me over the whole J.D. Blackfoot debacle. Because I walked into GB's, the local haunt here. Only knew about this record from last year's top 10 video.
Oh, yeah.
I think I paid about $4 or $5.
Yeah, that's awesome.
For the Troll, I bundled some stuff, so I know I didn't pay more than a Lincoln spot for it. I saw this record and I thought, oh, I know Mellow Yellow says that's worth $75 to $90 easy. Flipping it. I'll clean it, I'll put it on once, and I'm flipping it, getting myself Stooges Funhouse, right? Nope. Put it on, can't get rid of it. Can't get rid of the Troll. Whoever Jelly Roll was, thank you. Yeah. Appreciate it.
I feel like Jelly Roll's a guy we would hang out with.
Yeah.
This is a blind buy. It was like $8 or $9, I want to say. And it's paid off. I really enjoyed this album. Ooh. This is a group called Trilogy. I'm beginning to feel it.
Trilogy 3. the third.
Yes. And they have a track on here, Three Blind Minds. Not mice, minds. See what they did there? They're getting heady. No, this is pretty good stuff. This has kind of a country rock feel to it, maybe a little bit of a rural vibe, whatever you want to call it. I really didn't think I was going to like this after I looked up a couple reviews. Was like, oh, I don't know. Really enjoyable stuff. The 3 best tracks, which are The Royal Shut, Goodbye Flying, and I'm Beginning to Feel It, I think are the only tracks you can find by these guys on YouTube.
No.
Those 3 kind of have like a rural country rock vibe with a little bit of psychedelic elements to it. The rest of the tracks fall a little more onto like maybe early hard rock. They don't have quite the psychedelic production elements on there, but they rock out pretty good. But check them out because
so tough to find.
Yeah, it is kind of tough to find. Not crazy valuable, but worth a little bit more than I paid, and that's always a good thing.
Yeah, for sure. The next record I have to show is the most expensive record of all time.
What, really?
It's the most expensive record of all time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're saying. All right.
Okay. Double Fantasy. So anyway, yeah, this was. I think I bundled this one with that Troll. And I think like together, I think this one was marked at like, I don't know. That one was marked at $6, and this one was marked at $8, and I think I paid $11.
Nice.
I mean, so I got them both. This is a Double Fantasy. You know, it's got good stuff on it. It's not just famous for being the last record, but it's famous for being the last record. And that thing about it being the most expensive one, the copy that Lennon signed for Mark David Chapman on the day that he died, recently sold for £535,000. Of course, the pound is down.
Yeah, it took a little hit.
A little hit there on the Brexit.
Yeah.
But anyway, so my copy didn't cost me quite that much. But anyway, I feel like one of the real tragedies is when you listen to this record, you feel like Lennon's next record would have been great.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that a weird thing to say? You listen to this one and you're like, man, the next one's going to be really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. So probably that's you know, hindsight and like, you know, what ifing. But anyway. So.
All right, this is my find of the trip, and I ponied up a little bit on this because I thought I was thinking of a different album.
Okay.
I saw the cover and it made me think of something else, which I can't even think of now. And it was like, oh, I think that's worth like $60, $70, and it was marked at 30. And I was like, all right, I'll grab it. This is only worth like 30, and I paid 30 for it, but that's okay. This is the Travel Agency self-titled album. Really cool cover. I dig the cover a lot. It does have a little bit of water damage at the bottom, where there's like a torn corner there, but the disc is in really nice shape. It is on Viva.
Oh, that's cool.
A cool label.
That is
there.
a cool label, yeah.
Not upset at all that I paid $30 for this, because it's a really nice pop psych album. Again, if you find it cheaper than 30, pick it up. If it's more than that, you're looking for the wrong album. So, but no, not a bad trip at all. Up to Blo-No, and pretty happy with my finds. And overall, fairly cheap, minus the one pony up. So awesome. Yeah.
Well, hey, get to that Brian Wilson show.
Yes.
Seriously, so worth your time. Thanks as always for tuning into the Psychedelic Experience record run. We need to start hitting these pretty quickly here to get caught up before a September record show.
Yeah.
But stay tuned. Anyway, until then, avoid scratches and stay in the groove.